Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a Leetcode hard question that I just solved on my own. So I'm really glad that I was able to come up with my own solution to this problem without any help. And I thought this was one of the smoother sailing hards. So yep, let's go over it and let me show you how I did it. So this one's called match substring after replacement. So basically you're given two strings, s and sub, and you also have this nice array, basically a matrix, where this is mapped to this one and t is mapped to 7. So basically notice how the key can have multiple values. So that's important. So basically you just want to take the sub you're given, for example, leet, and then here, can we replace it? Well, if you look in the dictionary, we can, because 3 and 7 are missing, and 3 and 7, first of all, E and T, it says here, are not supposed to be replaced more than once, but I found that actually doesn't really matter, and I was playing around with it a little bit myself, and then I figured that out. So yep, so either way, let's go ahead and basically first of all, let's take care of this mapping. Okay, so let's call this a default dict of type list. So let's go over mappings and d of m of 0 dot append m of 1. Okay, because there are going to be multiple possible, the list is going to be potentially of bigger size than 1. Okay, so now what we want to do is say size is length of sub, because we want to basically do like a sliding window over here and see if there's a valid substring that we can switch sub to following these rules. So now let's go ahead and say for I in range length s minus size plus 1. So the substring is going to be s of I plus size. And let's go ahead and print substring and sub, because potentially we want to make this equal to this, right? So that is the correct answer in this case. So basically what we want to do now is go through each character. If there's a mismatch, then try to replace it, right? So to do that, the way I did it was I just created a list, because strings are immutable in Python. So now.append ss. Cool. So basically we just want to change all the strings in this list. So this is basically a list now. And let's just go over now. And if now of j, so for example, the first mismatch is 3 and e is not equal to substring of j, then we want to make sure that, okay, let's just go ahead and print this dictionary so you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. So now, if now of j has to be inside of, so let's go back and have my example. So this has to be a key in the dictionary, and then the target has to be a value in that particular key, right? So if now of j is not equal to substring of j, and then if now of j has to be inside of a dictionary, and also if substring of j is inside of d of now of j, this current key, then we know we can flip it, right? So now of j is now equal to substring of j. Okay, and then at the end, let's print now and sub. Okay, cool. So where is it? Now and sub. So yeah, if now of j is not equal to substring of j, oh, sub of j, I think. So if sub of j is not equal to now of j, sorry, this is supposed to be sub, because this is the one we're going to change. So if sub of j, let's see. Oh, so if now of j is not equal to substring of j, because this is the key. Okay, so if now of j is in D, and substring of j. Sorry, I'm getting all this messed up now because now is sub. Then now of j is equal to substring of j. And let's print substring, because again, now and sub are the same thing. Okay, cool. So now you can see that there's a match, right? Because even though it says cannot be replaced more than once, again, I figured it out by myself through some trial and error that this actually rule doesn't even matter. Okay, so basically we take this and we join it back. You can see that it matches, right? So if join now is equal to substring, then return true, because anytime it's possible to make a substring, obviously has to be of the same size, then it's true, right? And then if we go through all the windows and it's not true, then we can just return false, right? Because it's just a Boolean. And then let's run this. Okay, submit it. Okay, get rid of the print statements, submit it. And I found out that time limit exceeded. You're still going to get that, but it's not too strict because this is still n squared and you can do that. But basically, if you look here, or if you look here, this is n because this is a list itself. So can we make this better? We just want to check if this is inside of this list, if the target character that we want that's supposed to be correct is inside of the list. So why don't we just make this a set instead? And let's do add. And then let's run this. Submit it. Okay. And there you go, passes all test cases. So I'm really, really glad, again, that I was able to come up with my own solution to this problem without any assistance, 100% on my own. And yep, so hopefully you guys found value in this. And if you did, consider subscribing and stay tuned for more.